Good morning students. Today we are start with the next method, that is the allocation problems. It is only the type of the problem, nothing difference in the method. Let us start with the question. Now here the question we are taking that first, that is the from exercise 12.2 question number 10. It is of the allocation problem. Now allocation problem is with the allocate something, okay, to get the minimum cost or maximum profit. That type of the question will be there. So let us start with the question. There are two types of the fertilizers, F1 and F2. F1 consists of 10% of the nitrogen, 6% of the phosphoric acid. F2 consists of 5% of the nitrogen and 10% of phosphoric acid. After testing the soil condition, a farmer finds that she needs at least 14 kg of nitrogen and 14 kg of phosphoric acid for her crop. If F1 cost rupees 6 per kg and F2 cost rupees 5 per kg, determine how many of each type of fertilizer should be used so that nutrition requirements are met at a minimum cost. What is the minimum cost? So this is the question we have. Now let us see the solution. So now let us make the table from it. First we have what done, the quantity of nitrogen and phosphoric acid are given in the percentage. So we can start with this. Let X and Y are the number of kgs of the fertilizer F1 and F2. So nitrogen in F1, the nitrogen is 10% and phosphoric acid is 6%. In the fertilizer F2, nitrogen is 5% and phosphoric acid is 10%. And she required at least 14 kg of the nitrogen and 14 kg of the phosphoric acid. So these are the constraint. Now further she has given that cost for F1, that is rupees 6 per kg and rupees 5 per kg. Now students, we have to form an LPP. Our LPP is to minimize the cost. So here the question will be minimize Z, 6x plus 5y. Now you know very well 10%. Look, nitrogen is in 10%. So 10% of x plus 5% of y is greater than or equals to 14 kg. Similarly, 6% of x plus 10% of y is greater or equal than 14 kg, and x and y are greater than or equals to 0. So these are our LPP. So let us, I have written here. So we will see this. So let x and y are the kgs of F1 and F2. So minimize Z, 6x plus 5y. Subject to the constraint are this. But student, now it is in a percentage. So now we have to convert in our normal form. That is, we convert the percentage. So 10x, 10% of x is 10x by 100. 5% of y, that is 5y by 100, is greater or equal than 14. So it is a simplification here. 2x plus y greater than or equals to 280. Similarly, 6% of x plus 10% of y. Let us simplify it. So we get 3x plus 5y greater than or equals to 700. So this is the second one. So our LPP, our reduced LPP is minimize Z, 6x plus 5y. Subject to the constraint are 2x plus y greater than or equals to 280 and 3x plus 5y is greater or equal than 700. Now further process we know very well. So let us see quickly about this. So you will find out a 2 solution for each constraint, that is 2x plus y is equals to 280 and 3x plus 5y is equals to 700. So these are the two solutions for this and these are the two solutions for this. Now further thing is that we have to find out intersection point. So I have used the elimination method for it. but you can avoid this step as you can directly find from the graph also. And here you can see x is equals to 100 and y is equals to 80. The intersection point is x is equals to 100 and y is equals to 80. So obviously you can very nicely find from your graph. So let us see the graph first. Here we will plot two lines, 2x plus y is equals to 280. So you can see this. Okay. So when x is equals to 0, y is equals to 280. When y is equals to 0, x is equals to 140. So this is the first line, 2x plus y is equals to 280. Similarly, you plot the another line, 3x plus 5y is equals to 700. So this is the second line. Now as our constraints are greater than or equals to type, so upper will be the solution. So upper portion will be there, or you can check with the origin. So this is our feasible region, you can see. Now further process, what we have to do, the next step is we have to consider the corner points. So this second and this one is the third. First is 0, 280, 100, 80 and 700 by 3, 0. These three are the corner points. So we will find out the value of z at this corner point, and then we have to consider the line minimize z. Why we have to consider this line? Because this is the region, feasible region, which is unbounded. Whenever we are getting an unbounded feasible region, we have to draw the optimal line. An optimum line will be this. So let us see first the value of the z. So here the corner points are 0, 280. So z is equals to 1400. Then 100, 80, then z is equals 1000. 700 by 3, 0, then z is equals to 1400. But as the feasible region is unbounded, so we have to draw the line minimize z is 6x plus 5y. I just now this, whenever we are having an unbounded feasible region, we have to consider the optimum line. An optimal line will be minimize z, 6x is equals to 6x plus 5y. Now minimum z is 1000. So 1000 is equal to 6x plus 5y. Find out two solution and then draw the line. And as we have done earlier also, again we will check the graph over. So this is the optimal line, the dotted line you can see. Now this line having an intersection only at one point. So this is the point we are having, the intersection point, this one. So we can say that this LPP having a minimum value at this point, that is 100, 80. So this is the answer you have. Here the optimum line having only one intersection point with the feasible region, and it is 100, 80. Therefore, Z has minimum value at this point and it is 1000. So with this, the first equation is over. I hope you understood. Maybe little bit fast, but the same type of question, the same method we have seen earlier also. So now you can able to solve any question about like this. So now let me see the next question from the exercise 12, that is miscellaneous exercise. Miscellaneous exercise question number 2. Now in this question, let me see what are the question we have given. A farmer mixes two brands P and Q of the cattle feed. Brand P costing rupees 250 per bag contains 3 units of the nutrition element A, 2.5 units of element B and 2 units of element C. So student, we are having a cost, element A, element B and element C. So you can form a table easily now. Now second is a brand Q, its cost rupees 200 per bag, contains 1.5 units of element A, 11.25 units of element B and 3 units of element C. So this is your second. Okay. Now the minimum requirement of a nutrition A, B, C are 18 unit, 45 unit and 24 units. So the minimum quantity is 18. So we can use more than 18. Okay, so we will use the greater than or equal symbol here. So determine the number of bag and each brand which should be mixed in order to produce a mixture having a minimum cost per bag. What is the minimum cost of the bag? So now we can find out the LPP. I hope you now it is easy to prepare a tabular form and then an LPP. So I just give you the brief discussion about it. So X and Y units of the brand P and Q mixes per bag. Here element A, B, C and its cost, brand P and brand Q, and minimum requirement is also given, which I have noted here. So now from this you can form an LPP. So this is your LPP. Okay, now as you are having an LPP, so you can easily solve the question. So further question I am not explaining, but I am giving you the solution. So you may try this question by yourself. Okay, so so this is the solution for the equation. I have find out first a 2-2 solution. You can now easily understood this. Then I have find intersection point, and again I am saying that finding intersection point is not an important part for the in the writing section. That you can find out in the rough work or in a fair work, no issue with that. So this is the intersection point of the all three lines together, and then we can plot a graph. So you can see the graph here, and as this dotted line will indicate the optimal line, and you can see the intersection point. If you are getting an intersection point, then only then you are having a minimum value, otherwise minimum value does not exist. So here XY, you can find out all the values of Z, and this is the minimum value. So with this, draw the line as unbounded region. So we have to draw the line. This will be the important part. If you are not writing this, you are not doing this, then your marks can be cut. And here the solution. I hope now you understood this question very well. And still you have any doubt, then we will solve it afterward. Thank you and have a nice day.